Okay, let's begin. So we have our block and we have our blanket or towel to sit on. We're going to start from seated position. Remember, if you need to modify, like when I said, if you need to modify, is if you're having hip issues or knees issues and you feel that sitting with a knees bent is not your thing, you can always have your legs in front of you. Elevate your hips a little bit more by placing the block, a block giving a little more like height, and that helps a lot. So bringing the shoulders up to the ears and then slowly release any tension down, hands to your thighs or knees, making sure your elbows are by your rib cage so that way your shoulders are not creeping up to your ears. Softening and engaging slightly the abdominal muscles to keep the spine upright and the muscles of the spine. And draw the chin slightly back and then towards the chest. And have your eyes closed or the gaze towards the mat. We're trying to prevent here some distractions from around the room. I'm going to start this practice by bringing the attention inward towards the breath. Settling in and perhaps even setting an intention today. And this intention could be just for this hour together. As you move your body, as you work with your breath, and as you are aware of your mind, it could be also an intention for the rest of the day. And just bring the attention back to the inhales and the exhales, noticing the movement of the breath within the body. Bring the palms together and let's create some heat, friction here, the palms, building some warmth. And then gently cover your eyes. And inhale into the nose. And long exhale through the nose. And lower the hands back again and rubbing each palm into each other, creating that heat, that warmth in the palms. And let's cover now both ears. And take a deep inhale. And long exhale through the nose. And bring the palms together again. Same thing. Building some warmth in the palms. And we're going to guide the hands towards the lips. Closing, covering. Deep inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the nose. And again, hands together. And then bring both palms to the top of your chest, to the upper part of your lungs, your rib cage, and take a deep inhale. And exhale all the way down through the nose. And last round as we bring the hands together. Building one more time, heat in both palms. We're going to guide the hands to the lower abdomen below your navel. And take a deep inhale through the belly and the nose, expanding belly out. And exhale, sinking the belly in. And then lower the hands down towards the floor, shoulders up to the ears and release them back and down. Up to the ears, forward, down and back. Just a few rounds to loosen up any shoulder tension there. Mobilizing the shoulder blades, going in both directions. And then lower the hands down to your knees and lifting the chin up to the sky. Exhale to the right, to the chest. Inhale, left and up. Same direction. Breathing in and out, working with the cervical spine, loosening up the muscles surrounding the neck, mobilizing and the vertebrae going into the opposite direction. And return the head back through center. Take a deep, nice inhale. Turn the chin, look over to your right shoulder. And as you exhale, the chin goes to the left. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. And inhale the head back to neutral. Now exhale, drop the right ear to the shoulder. Inhale to the left shoulder. Exhale to the right shoulder. And just keep moving with very controlled breath, not rushing through the movement. Mobilizing the neck again. And bring the head and neck back to neutral. And now inhale, chin up. And exhale, chin down. Inhale, open the throat. And exhale down to the chest. Just keep moving at your own rhythm. And then draw the chin to your chest. Place the hands to the back of the skull, elbows in, and then gently with the weight of your hands, guide the chin closer to your chest. Lift the head, elbows out, and release the hands down towards the floor, shoulders up, back and down. Now inhale, bring the arms up and overhead. Let's twist to the right. Place your left hand down to your right knee, right hand behind you. Twisting from the waist up, look over to your right shoulder, holding position. Draw the attention back to the breath. And do the twist. Inhale, arms up and overhead, and exhale, twist to the left. Right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you. Look over to your left shoulder. And again, the twist is happening from your waist up. Inhale and exhale and do the twist. Place your right hand down by your right hip. Left arm goes up and over sky. Flex the elbows and then sink the left hip towards the floor and just have that lateral stretch, moving the spine to the right. Now notice if you're holding tension on your shoulders, try to soften them and find space in between the muscles and the rib cage on the left side of the torso. Take a nice inhale. Slowly rotate the chest over to your right thigh, both hands either side of your right knee, and then fall over to your right knee. Bring the chin into your chest. You keep stretching the spine. It's more like asymmetrical stretch here. And slowly lift the head, lift the chest, walk the hands back through center. And we're going to walk the hands to the front, relax your forearms, your elbows, and draw the crown of the head towards the floor. Deep breath, inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose, longer, going deeper into this flexion of the spine. And lift the head, lift the chest, walk the hands back. Let's rotate the chest over to your left thigh now. Both hands, other side of your left knee. Flex the elbows, release forearms, elbows down, and draw the chin to your chest. And lift the head, lift the chest, and return back to neutral. Hands behind you, and do the crossing of the legs. Have your feet wider than the hips, and then let's move the legs and windshield wiper, moving those hips, the legs, the knees, the ankles, and the feet. And let's slowly return back to neutral position. Draw the sole of the feet together. Have some room between your heels and your pelvic floor, holding from the ankles of the top of the feet. Relax your shoulders down and take a nice inhale, and then draw the chin to your chest. And lift the head slightly. And now we're going to move the heels a little bit more away from the pelvic floor. And let's open the chest into the cow. Exhale, elbows out, round the spine, chin in, cat. And just moving the spine, arching and opening, rounding and flexing. And just move like this. Rounding elbows out, opening the chest. And just keep moving like that. And then slowly return back to neutral position. Use the hands and place it under your knees to bring the thighs and the knees slowly through center. Extend the legs in front of you. Separate the feet wider than the hips and have your hands behind you for support. And we're going to bring the toes in and the toes out. So just move those from the hip joints, bringing toes in and out, in and out, in, out, in, and out. Bend the knees, have your feet bent again, and some windshield wiper movement again. And let's drop the legs to one side, and let's find our way now to kneeling position. So have your blanket to protect your knees, and let's have the knees. This time we're going to have the knees, instead of having under the hips to tabletop, we'll have the knees wider than the hips, maybe the width of your yoga mat, big toes touching, and sink the hips to your heels if that's possible, and then just walk your hands in front of you. So walk and slide the palms forward and gently go down to child's pose. Nice, easy breathing through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Deep inhale and exhale. Stretching the spine evenly here. Balasana. And lift the head and the chest. Place the hands under the shoulders, back to tabletop position. And then now have your knees under the hips. From here, let's move the hips to the right, towards the heels, left, and move the pelvis slightly forward. So just when you move to the right, to the heels, and to the opposite right, make sure your shoulders and your elbows are soft. So you can bring some movement to the spine as well. So you keep circling the hips. And let's return to tabletop. Now we're going to move the hips to the left, towards the heels, to the right, and slightly forward. And keep moving like this. Back through center, tabletop, round the spine. And we're going to sink the hips halfway down, not all the way down, and then move the hands slightly forward. Relax the chin into your chest, and just stretch the shoulders, the upper spine, the middle back. And just don't drop the hips all the way to child's pose. Breathing in and out. And then try to drop the forearms down. And return slowly back to tabletop, placing right wrist under right shoulder, left wrist under the left. Moving to cat-cow. Inhale, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, round the spine into the cat. Inhale to drop and open. Exhale to round. And just move like this, the spine into flexion and extension. Now neutral position. Now walk the hands to the right side of the mat and then move the hips slightly back, not all the way into child's pose, and release the left elbow down towards the floor. We're stretching shoulder and left side of the rib cage now. And slowly walk to the opposite side now. So right hand is in the left side. We move the hips not to all the way down into child's pose, and then we relax the forearm and the elbow down. Stretching right shoulder and the right side of the rib cage. And slowly inhale, press and lift. Walk the hands back through center. Take a nice inhale. Round the spine and like an angry cat. And now we're going to go to child's pose. Sinking the hips all the way down to the heels. Make sure you're softening the elbows, the forearms, the upper arms down towards the floor. Back to your full breath. And inhale, tabletop position again. Place your weight on your left hand, open and twist to the right, and exhale, thread the right arm under your left arm. Right shoulder goes down, right side of the face goes down. You can drop the left elbow down, or you can wrap the arm behind your back. And move your left shoulder back so you have that nice opening again. Breathing nicely through the twist. Long and steady. Hold and relax. And place your left hand under the left shoulder and do the twist back through center. And now we're going to place the weight on the right hand, open and twist to the left. Exhale, left arm goes under the right arm. Left shoulders down, left side of the face down. Again, you can lower the right elbow down. You can wrap the arm behind your back. Watch your breath. Place the right hand under the right shoulder, gently press, and do the twist tabletop position. Let's do some cow cat again to move the spine into flexion and extension symmetrically. And then slowly round, and let's move back to child's pose. Back to your breath. And from here, let's come to table, tucking the toes under, pressing to downward dog. Paddle the feet, lower the crown of the head towards the floor. You move one heel up and one heel down with external rotation of the shoulders. Keep your neck long, working with the shoulders, the spine, the back line of both legs. Take a nice inhale. Lift the knees at the heels up. Lower the knees down to table. Top of the feet flat on the mat. Hands by your knees. Kneeling position and stepping forward with the left foot. So we have the left knee over to your left ankle, and instead of having the right knee under the hip, we're going to slide the right knee more back and place the top of the foot down the mat. Let's have the hands to your left thigh, elbows in, and we're going to gently guide the pelvis and the hips to the front of the mat. Close your eyes, make sure the crown of the head is pointing up to the ceiling and the shoulders are backing down. So we're not leaning forward. We're gonna have the nice opening in the spine, the front especially, to go deeper into that hip flexor on the right side. Close your eyes and go back to the deep breath. And then from here, both hands either side of your left foot. Pick up the ball of the foot, straighten your left knee, move the hips back, chin into the chest. Hold and go back to the deep breath again. Keep your eyes closed and the breath flowing long, sweet, and steady. Now flex the left knee, lead with the chest, and then walk your left foot to the edge of the mat. So both wrists are under your shoulders, and we're sinking the hips and the pelvis again towards the floor as we lift the chest. Hold in position and breathe. And then walk your foot again in line with your left hip. Tuck the toes under, pick up the left knee off the mat, high lunge, straighten your left leg and press to the right heel. Chin into the chest again, back to the deep breath. Flex both knees, drop the right knee down, bring your left knee to meet your right hips to the heels, child's pose. Take a moment, relax and breathe. Hands by your knees, pick up the head and chest, kneeling position. Now step forward with the right foot, hands either side, and then slide the left knee back. top of foot flat on the mat, right knee over to your right ankle. Now place both hands to your right thigh and then move the chest away, elbows by your rib cage, crown of the head pointing towards the ceiling. And now the hips and the pelvis are moving to the front of your mat. Time to stretch the iliopsoas and your left side. Just be aware of your breath. And then lower both hands down, either side of your right foot, straighten your right leg, pick up the ball of the foot, sinks down, chin in to the chest. Time to work now asymmetrically with the stretch of the spine of the right leg. Back to your deep breath, please. Flex your right knee, lead with the chest, and then walk the right foot to the right side of the mat. Both wrists under the shoulders and sinking the pelvis and the hips. Flatten the upper spine. Close your eyes and concentrate on that flow of breath that is long and controlled, steady and soft. Then walk the right foot in line with your right hip. Tuck the toes under your back foot. Pick up the left knee off the mat. Straighten your right leg. Breath through your left heel and draw the chin into the chest. And just breathe here. Flex your right knee down. Step back with the right foot. Let's all come to downward dog. Wrist wide as your shoulders, heels wide as your hips, and then bring the heels up. And exhale, lower the heels down as you lengthen the spine, creating space and stretching the calf muscles. And inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly, heels towards the floor. And again, inhale, heels up. And exhale, heels down. Now bring the heels up to drop the knees down towards the floor, top of the feet flat on the mat, and then move to child's pose. This time, bring the arms down by your side, relaxing the shoulders towards the floor, placing the forehead down towards the floor or towards the block, and then rock gently your head from side to side. And gently return the head back to neutral position. Lift the head, lift the chest. Take the blanket from underneath your knees and just keep it handy. And we're going to go from tabletop position, slide the knees slightly back, flex the elbows, and then drop the pelvis, the belly, the chest. Make a pillow with your hands. So you're stacking one hand on top of the other one, elbows out. Bend the knees, flex the feet, and have your knees wide as your mat. And we're going to just rock your legs from side to side. Just swing the legs. Bring the sole of the feet together and then lower as much as you can towards the floor. So your knees are wide. Maybe some of you can touch the mat. You don't have to. And just walk and breathe here with the sole of feet together and the knees out. kind of the feet guiding towards the floor, but you are not going all the way down. You just like try to release the hips there, the glutes, the inner thighs, the groin, and then separate the feet again, and then just swing the legs from side to side. Now, fold the feet together. Have your hands under the chest to press, to lift the chest, the pelvis, lower the feet, and then child's pose with wide knees again. Breathing in and out through the belly, ballooning the belly out with the inhale. Exhale, the belly goes into the spine. Inhale away. And exhale. And lifting the head and lifting the chest. Let's bring the right knee to meet the left knee. Have your blanket again because we're going to sit on the edge of the blanket. So make sure you are sitting on the edge. I'm going to be facing now the front of my to my screen. And from here, we're going to have the left foot in and the right knee in front of you. So make sure you are pressing through the back line of your right leg and your left knee is out to the side. With this inhale, we're going to bring the arms overhead. Palms are facing to each other, then external rotation of the shoulders back and down. Take a nice inhale. We lengthen the spine forward and then we lower the hands, whatever you can reach. If you can touch your toes and your ball of your foot without having the shoulders up to your ears, all good. Drop the shoulders down, whatever you can, like I said, you can touch and place your hands down to rest. Chin goes into the chest and we're coming to Janushirasana, head to knee pose. I want you to go back to the deep breathing here. And with every exhalation, you try to go a little bit deeper and closer to your right thigh. Inhale, you relax. Inhale, you breathe, and exhale, you relax over to your right thigh. And just keep breathing and folding over to your right leg. Relax your neck. And slowly lift the head, lift the chest, and walk your hands back. Neutral position of the spine. Bring the left knee up, cross it over your right leg, and hug your left knee with your right arm. Lengthen the spine. Left arm goes up and twist to the left. Look over to your left shoulder. Take a nice inhale. And we exhale, bring the chin towards the right shoulder and draw the chin down. Lift the head to neutral spine, and then let's twist to the right. Left hand to them to left foot. Right hand behind you. Look over to your right shoulder. And gently undo the twist. Left leg goes to the front, and then the right foot comes to the inner thigh of your left leg. So make any adjustment you need. Press through the left leg, the back of your left leg, arms up and overhead. External rotation, back and down, chin in. We lengthen the spine forward, and then slowly we let go all the way down towards your left thigh. Draw the chin in. Soften the shoulders, relax your neck. And again, we use the deep exhales to go lower, going deeper into the left thigh. We inhale through the nose, exhale slowly, and we go deeper into the flexion. Engage the core, keep the chin in, bring the arms up and overhead, and exhale down towards the floor. Bring the right knee up and cross it over your left leg. So time to hug the right knee with your left arm. The right arm goes up and behind you, twist to the right, look over to your right shoulder, holding position, and then slowly the chin goes to your left shoulder and down. Head returns back to neutral and we twist to the opposite side. Right hand to your right foot, left hand behind you. Look over to your left shoulder. And the neck returns to neutral and do the twist. Bring the right leg to the front. Both feet are together. Now, like in line with your hips, and we're going to now bring the arms overhead, Paschimottanasana, shoulders back and down, chin in. We'll inhale, we lift the chest and lengthen forward, and then as we exhale, slowly lower down into this seated forward bend. No tension in the shoulders. Keep the chin slightly tucked in, relax your neck, and use inhale through the nose and deep exhale towards the thigh. Inhale and exhale, keep folding forward. And slowly inhale, bring the arms up and overhead, lengthen the spine. Lower the hands behind you, flex the knees, separate the feet to do some windshield wiper movement here. Moving those hips after holding in position. Dropping the legs to one side. Have your blanket on the opposite side of the mat because we're going to go down from the front of the mat with the feet wide as your hips, knees bent, hands to your knees, and then in the chin into the chest, we're going to roll the spine slowly, one vertebra at a time towards the floor. Once you get there, adjust your neck, your head, slide the heels under the knees. Have your hands down by your side and rock your head gently from side to side. And slowly the head returns back through center. Place the right foot on top of your left thigh, figure four. Let's hold from the hamstring or the shin of your left leg. And just breathe here as you release any tension outside of your right hip. Now extend your left leg to the front of the mat and place the right foot above your left knee. Left hand outside of your right knee, right arm in T. We're going to twist to the left, guiding the right knee towards the floor. Hold and breathe. And do the twist. Right foot down. Now place your left foot on top of your right thigh, holding from the hamstring or your shin of your right leg. And just now work through the breath. Be aware of the movement of the breath as you release and let go any tension on the outside of your left hip. Now extend the right leg to the front of the mat. Place the left foot above your right knee. Right hand outside of your left knee, left arm in T. Now we're twisting to the right and just breathing here. And slowly undo the twist, return back to neutral spine, both knees bent, both feet wide as your hips. Now grab your block, place your block in level 1 or level 2. Just decide what you feel like this is the best for you to do today, but the goal is to place the block somewhere in your sacrum, not your lower back. And it depends you are in level 1 or level 2. Have your arms out in T position with the palms facing up. And here, try to relax your inner thighs, your quads, your hamstrings, glutes, pelvis, hips, and lower abdomen. Just breathe here. And then, if you like, we're going to, if you are in level 2 like I am, and if you feel safe here, we're going to all bring the legs either level 1 or 2, the legs slowly up to the sky. If you feel like you want to have your feet down and just stay on your restorative bridge pose, that's all good too. And if you have your feet and your legs up, just gently rotate the ankles and the feet in one direction. I'm going into the opposite direction. Relax your feet, relax your legs. Then flex both knees. And if you're in level 2, like I am, I'm going to go down to level 1. So everybody go down to level 1 and then slide both feet to both corners of the mat. Turn the feet out and allow the iliopsoas to relax and release here. Keep the arms out and in T position, palms facing up, and gently rock your head from side to side. And the neck goes back to neutral. Flex one knee at a time, one foot at a time. Like slowly lift the pelvis to remove the block from underneath you. Lower the sacrum, hips down, feet up, full happy baby. Holding from the outside of the feet or the ankles. You can remain here holding, or you can give yourself a massage as you rock from side to side. And slowly return back through center. Bring the sole of the feet together, holding the feet first off the mat. Draw the chin down to your chest to stretch your neck again. Then lower the feet together towards the floor. Supta Baddha Konasana. Have your hands down to your abdomen and inhale and exhale there. And slowly bring the thighs and the knees in. Keep the knees in. Walk the feet wide as the mat. Bring the arms out in T position. Palms facing up, and again, rock your head from side to side. So the knees and the thighs are together, and the feet are wide as your mat. Now separate the feet, and we're doing the windshield wiper movement now. Back through center, extend the right foot to the right corner of the mat, cross your left leg over your right ankle. Arms overhead, flex the elbows, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, the spine moves to the right. Our last lateral stretch. Just make sure your left elbows is sinking down. Close your eyes and deepen the breath again. And the spine returns back to neutral. And do the crossing of the left leg. Left leg goes to left corner. Right leg goes over to the ankle. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Keep the elbows bent. Inhale. And exhale, the spine moves to the left. And slowly neutral spine, back to neutral, and do the crossing of the legs. Right foot go to the right corner, left foot stays on the left corner. Turn the feet out and bring the arms somewhere in between your shoulders and your hips. Make any adjustment you need in between the shoulder blades. Take a nice inhale and side out. And again, and side out. One more. Now close your lips. You are now in your final pose. This is the final asana. Welcome to your Shavasana. Now here, you're going to come back to your regular breath. So no more lengthening, not more modifying. Just breathe in and out. And follow the sound of my voice. Breathing in and out. Noticing the entire body resting down towards the floor. You're feeling supported by Mother Earth. You're allowing your body to decompress, to receive the benefit of this practice for the body and the mind. You do your best to be aware of all those different places in the body that you think they might still need some relaxation or extra relaxation. Perhaps you've been holding tension in your shoulders. Notice that. If that is the case, you try to soften them, front and back. Sometimes we hold tensions in our fingers, in our hands, in our wrists. If that is the case, we can release fingers and palms and wrists. Sometimes the tension is being felt on the chest. We feel the muscle of the chest tight. And we'll do our best to relax, to soften those muscles surrounding the chest area, surrounding your heart. Sometimes the stress is being felt in the hips and the hips feel tight. The pelvis and the pelvic floor. And maybe we need to stay there a little bit extra time to send the message to relax and soften. And check in with your thighs and glutes. Are you holding tension there in those muscles? If that is the case, just take the time to release them. Are your knees soft or locked? If that is the case, they are feeling tight. Just relax. And do the same with your ankles, your toes, your feet. Just be aware where the tension is being held. And if we're worried or upset or stressed out, we hold tension in our jaws and the muscles of the face. Just gently part your lips away. Release if you are holding tension in your teeth, and just allow the jaw to relax. Allow the tongue to rest down to the base of the mouth. Soft lips, upper lip, soft cheekbones, ears, nose, soft eyelids, eyebrows, and soft forehead. And from the top of your head all the way down to the sole of the feet and all the way out to your fingertips. You give your body the chance to keep releasing, softening, allowing yourself to rest, to enjoy this moment of stillness. And if somehow your mind is interfering with your relaxation moment, you direct again the attention back to that specific part of the body where you've been working on to release and soften. Now slowly begin to deepen the breath. Moving your head and neck gently from side to side. And with your next inhalations, arms coming overhead, reaching through the fingertips and the toes. And just grow taller, create more space in between each vertebrae. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale slowly, you flex both knees, you hug yourself, gently roll over to one side. And without rushing, the head comes last. Just join me to sit together here. Keeping the eyes closed. Let's go back to the awareness of the breath. And we're going to control the flow of the air in a way that we're just going to do our best to make the inhales and even the exhales a little bit longer and deeper than the inhale. We slow the exhalation down without compromising the quality of the breath. When it's time to inhale, we just gently take a deep inhalation. And then we let the exhales to move slowly out. And from here, we go back to our regular breathing. Taking the moment here to go back to that intention we created at the beginning of the practice, maybe for the practice or maybe for the rest of this day. Internalize it, feel it. And taking the time to be grateful to yourself for giving this hour of self-love and self-care for the body and the mind. And guiding both hands close to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And we're asking for peace, peace and more perfect peace in our minds, in our hearts, as we connect and interact with other people throughout the day in our lives. And we're asking especially for peace, peace and more perfect peace out in the world. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very much for being here today practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you.